Hi guys, I'm back today with another video for you guys, and today I'll be filming my story time video of the time that I kissed a guy and it tasted like boogers. Yep, slash my worst breakup. So the story takes place when I was in high school. This guy had been my best friend for well over maybe a good 2 years. We started off at the same elementary school, and then we separated and went to two different middle schools. But then he came to the same high school that I was going to. And so in elementary school we dated, but like it's really not dating. You just think the person's attractive, or you think they're cute, or you like his stickers, or he has the crayon box with the sharpener on the back, or he has like all 64 crayons, like little stuff like that. So that's what it was. And so in high school we actually started to date, and I want to say it started over maybe, I'm just gonna go with June. It started in June-ish, maybe. I could be wrong, I don't remember. So let's just pretend it started in June. And then because he had football workouts, and I was a cheerleader in my high school, so we did that. And then if things got really crazy when school started, because we started like really talking a lot when the summer was like in session. So we get to school and we hung out a lot, and I remember his mom just being really like crazy. Like, she was crazy. So, and it's like he wasn't even that attractive, so like I guess if you're a mom you're more like, that's my baby. But I have stories for days about that. But so he came over one day and we hung out, and apparently, I don't know what it was, but we kissed. And like, you know how people say something tastes like poop, or it smells like, or something tastes like really bad, but you're like, how do you know how that tastes? Like, you just know how something tastes if it tastes bad. Like, this is the first image that pops in your head. So we kissed or whatever, and we kissed and we kissed, and like back before we started dating, we told each other everything because we were friends. And like, he told me like how he boogers when he was a kid, and I was just like, okay. So I'm thinking like, that's over and done with. But no, it couldn't have been, because like when we kissed, and now I fought myself for even dating a guy who would like admit to eating boogers when you're a kid. But at the time I was just like, we've all been kids before. Like, I used to eat, what am I used to eat? I used to eat something really strange. Like those little berries, like those red berries that are like on the ground. I thought those were like some type of berry that was okay, but apparently they're called snake berries or something. Or the little mothballs that are on the ground, the little white ones to keep snakes away. I used to think those were edible. So I figured, yeah, you did some weird stuff as a kid too. No, I kissed him and it tastes like boogers. It tastes like boogers. And I'll hold him to that for the rest of his life. He eats boogers. So fast forward to us dating. Sorry if you can hear the door slamming. Like the door on my hall, like right there. So sorry. So fast forward to when we broke up. He wanted to still be friends, and I was just like, I'm not feeling it. Like, because I'm the type of person, like, if we break up, I don't really feel like we should talk anymore. Maybe if you need me, if you need somebody to talk to, I'll never turn you away. But if you just want to talk, just to be friends, like, no. If you can offer me anything in a relationship, then you can't offer me anything now. So then I went to talk to him in the lunchroom, and mind you, like, he sat with all his like athletic friends and all this other stuff. So I was like, hey, I want to talk to you. I feel bad for us not being friends. And he was just like, I'm sorry, hold on. Like, he wasn't paying attention. Like, he didn't care. Like, whatever. And so I had asked, like, one of our, he was a mutual friend of both of ours, but I would like to think that he was, like, more my friend, because he went with me over there, and he just kind of, like, stood in the background. So maybe if I can, like, show you guys what it looked like. Okay, so this is the friend. And then this is me. I mean, this is him. And this is me. And we're just sitting there talking. Meanwhile, our friend is, like, in the background. So yeah. So then he was just like not caring about what I'm saying. So then I was like, you know what, I didn't want to be friends anyway, like it's fine, whatever, blah blah blah. So then I walk away, and then he later on apologizes about it, but like I didn't want to be his friend because I knew he still had feelings for me, and I was trying to move on. So I feel like if we're talking all the time, you're just gonna be really sad because I'm moving on. And so what happened after that? He started telling like my business to like his friends, because his friends would like say little stuff or say slick stuff, like while his friends would say little slick stuff, and I'm just like, I've never told you that before. So, and then I'd be like, well, how did you figure this out about me? And he was just like, oh, well, blah, blah. So and so, we're gonna call him, I almost said his name, that's why I'm about to give him a name. We're gonna call him Jack. They're just like, oh, well, Jack told me that you guys da 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 and da 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 la la la, and I'm just like, what? And meanwhile, I forgot to say this part. He had two best friends, and his best friends became not my best friends, but like we were fairly close. Like to this day, I still talk to one of them, like off and on. Like we don't talk the way we used to, because like we go to 2 different colleges, but to this day we're still friends. But yeah, and so I was just like, I'm not messing with Jack, because Jack is messy. Jack is really messy. We're gonna call the two friends Derek and Ray. So Derek and Ray like talk to me, and I'm just like, no, Ray, like no, Derek, like no, Jack is messy. Keep Jack where Jack is. Like we're fine. Like we don't have to be friends. So there's that. I mean, and just recently before I came into college, me and Jack had a conversation, and he just apologized and told me where his head was at and why he did what he did, and he apologized. So everything's good, but it was just bad. And then my relationship with Jack just wasn't where it should have been. There was another time Jack came over to my house, and my mom wasn't there, but my sister wasn't. At the time, my sister was still in college, and you know, she was doing her thing, but she was home from college. And so my mom felt like, you know, it's safe, like there's somebody there with them. They're not gonna like go on a rampage of having like monkey intercourse, like just really rambunctious intercourse, or intercourse at all, actually. So Jack's mom was just like, not my baby, like no, he can't come over anymore. So now I'm sitting here like, girl. So anyways, there's that. So I think that's the end of the story. It really didn't end too bad. It wasn't like a really gossipy story, because I kept it on the low. Like I don't want to like tell all of my business in this first story time, but just give me feedback and tell me how you like it. Hopefully you guys stayed to the end of the video and wasn't bored out of your mind. But just hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up if you like the video, and if you want to see more of my beautiful face in your subscription box, then just be sure to hit subscribe. And I'm having a giveaway once I reach 100 subscribers, and so on and so forth. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys.